Okay, we'll get started. My name is Tim Schultz. I'm here in Denver, Colorado, and I got two guests here today. To my left, your right, is Laurent Papillon, and you spell Papillon P-A-P-I-L-L-I-O-N, correct?
No I at the end.
No I in the end. P-A-P-I-L-L-O-N. And Papillon means butterfly in French, and he is our guest.
Yeah.
To my right, your left, is Eric Boucher. Eric is the technical director for Colorado Rush. I'm speaking to technical directors, and instead of writing what this visit is all about, we're trying to get from firsthand from Laurent his visit and his purpose, so that we can share with all the technical directors. So why don't you start with what is the relationship with Rush Soccer and the French Football Federation / UNECATEF?
So at first a meeting with Jérôme de Bantin, your chairman of Rush Soccer, and with Marc Collat in France, representative of UNECATEF, the same organization in France like your NSCAA.
NSCAA?
NSCAA,
okay.
Sorry. And we decide to organize some exchanges with your club, and the French Football Association are associated to organize exchanges between both organizations.
So Jérôme de Bantin, as you all know, is a chairman of our board of directors. He's been in discussions with the French Football Federation. He has connections in France. Wonderful advocate of Rush Soccer. At the NSCA convention, he had met up with Marc, I believe it is. Laurent is not one of the guests. We have two guests coming from France that are going to be with Eric Boucher, two that are going to Virginia, and then two that will be in Houston, Texas. So tell us about the two gentlemen that are going to be coming here to Denver, Colorado.
Mr. Pascal Grosbois and Frédéric Plitka arrived yesterday, and will work with the Colorado Rush Soccer Club, with Eric and all his staff members, to present our organization, our skills and knowledges, and how
what do you mean?
Our savoir-faire.
Oh, okay, savoir-faire.
Okay.
What does savoir-faire mean?
What we organize our soccer, where we organize our training sessions, and
methods. And,
message, guidelines,
philosophies.
Directive.
Okay. Eric, you got two guests coming here. He already mentioned their two names. You know, Hawaii Rush, they're going to maybe be interested in a visit or up to the guests. Kind of tell the TDs what the role is. I know you haven't started it yet, but what have you done up till now to get these two gentlemen here?
To get them here?
Well, what do you plan on doing? How long the two gentlemen staying, first of all?
Well, the two guests we have will be here for a little over a 2-week period, and really, as Laurent alluded to, it's really just an exchange of resources, and they will come here to observe how things are done within the Rush system, and specifically within Colorado Rush, and then whether it be through discussions or actually seeing the two French visitors work, in any capacity, we hope to, make an exchange to see the difference in operations, methodologies, philosophies, and really, for me, we are trying to expand our resources here in Colorado. I think there is, with all due respect to our own organization, and to our country, there's a great weakness, and it's within our coaching and our coaching education. And for me, that's what this is. It is an elaborate and wonderful attempt to expand our coaching education.
Now, this question is definitely going to be out there, so I hope I'm not offensive to our friends from France, but Hawaii's going to ask, who foots the bill? Who's paying for this? Right now, from what I understand, you guys have paid the flights, you have taken care of all the expenses of getting here, and once they get here on the ground, the club takes care of you. Is this correct?
Yeah, really. And we are very happy to be here because we want to work together to find a solution for soccer matters, and we have the same work, the same job in both countries, and we are here to find solution, to explain and to exchanges about soccer solutions.
Expenses?
Well, the way we've organized it is we're hosting the coaches with our own coaches. We do this from time to time with visitors and have done it over an extended period of time with players, foreign players coming in or domestic players visiting. In this case, before going to our members, we actually went to our full-time staff and then coaches, our team coaches within our club, thinking that what better way to maximize the time that the coaches are here and again expand the exchange rather than be with a normal club member. There's every minute is not only a cultural exchange but a coaching exchange because we have our own staff looking after the coaches who are here, and hopefully it saves us potentially in money if we rely on not only our directors but our own members to help with their expenses while they're here, and it also maximizes the time that we're together.
Okay. Let me think here. Now, if, let's use the Hawaii Rush example, if they are interested in having one of our UNECATEF individuals visit their club, is this a problem? Is this difficult?
No, it's not difficult. We have a lot of coaches very interesting by this kind of mission to have exchanges with foreign countries because it's a new mission for our organization to be in another countries. We have some partnerships with Africa, with Qatar,
Who's Qatar?
Qatar is
Qatar. Sorry.
Emirates, Sultan Oman, 1, 2 in China, Japan, but in US we don't have some exchanges like this. But it's a new experience for us, for French Football Association, but for UNECATEF to be here, and really it's not a problem to have some more coaches who will go in other soccer clubs.
So I'm going to repeat that. Right now, UNECATEF is a division, is a branch underneath the French Football Federation, and you heard it from the boss's mouth. It's not a problem for you guys, the coaches in our Rush clubs, to put in a request for one of their coaches to come here and visit United States. The fees, they're going to cover the airfare, and then you need to cover the ground. You need to cover the living arrangements, the food, and then you can start a wonderful coaching exchange. You know, it's too early to tell, but are you going to get these coaches involved with your training? And what is your intent? First, watch and observe. What do you got plans for?
Well, I think that'll come out through discussion with with what their desires are while here. Certainly, we want to cater to their needs first. So they've made the efforts to come. We want to make sure that we're fulfilling their needs when it comes to who and when and what they observe during their stay. And I know, if possible, that again, whether it be in a meeting format or an on-the-field format, that we are allowing them really to take the lead, and now we become those who are observing. So hopefully there's a balance there in the exchange, and hopefully it happens here in an office setting as well as on the field. And fortunately, we have enough time, I think, to allow those things to happen. So, you know, again, without having discussed it face to face with them, the intentions would be allow them to take the first few days to observe, to see the players, kind of get the lay of the land, to recover perhaps from their travels, and then really balance it off between what they observe and then what they show.
I want to speak about the second part, because we are here in US to
What was the second part?
the second part of our mission. We want
Okay.
to welcome some of your members of your clubs in France, and I went in Houston last day ago to invite to propose at each club, Virginia Beach 2, Rush Soccer Virginia Beach, to go in France and to welcome in our national training center camp in different French clubs, professional League 1 and League 2 and amateurs.
Well,
This kind of mission we can organize with only the other clubs.
Well, so excellent, and which is going to lead me to another part of our discussion, which we'll follow up on, is we are definitely organizing a trip to France. It's going to be limited. We can only do 10 to 12 guests at this time, but we're looking to go to Clairefontaine for 2 days max. He says it's not worth it to go longer than that, but more importantly to visit a couple clubs, maybe Saint-Germain,
Yeah.
and whatever, but 2 pro teams within that area, so we have a nice 8 to 10 day visit of coaches that I have no idea how we're going to select them. I have no idea how they're going to get chosen, but we'll sort that out later. But that exchange is not only coming from
Yeah.
France to United States, it's going from United States to France. Let me think here. Oh, I wanted to mention this. This gentleman is, Laurent, is going to FIFA, or he's going on FIFA's dollar out to New Zealand tomorrow.
Yeah.
He is on the Federation panel. Explain your visit and what your role is with FIFA.
The FIFA need some technical director advisor to help a small one federation in Oceania continent, in Solomon Islands. For a few months. I don't know if I have to stay more, but really they need help for their different soccers, beach soccers, young soccers.
Eric said he's helping you. He'll come out there with you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yep, I'm fitting luggage.
Yeah, really, it's a new experience in this continent.
Very good. So 2-3 months, you don't know the return date?
I have my this answer on Monday, but after this mission to prepare the arrival of my French colleagues in Denver, but only also in Houston, and the third at Virginia Beach, I have to go with FIFA for this mission.
Well, Laurent, I shared this with Eric Pichet. I've been a fan of the French Football Federation's long-term planning. I was fortunate enough to listen to, well, we talked about your technical director, Gerard Houllier, and the other gentleman that organized the long-term planning. Oh, I'll think of his name in a minute. But the point is, the French Football Federation had a plan, and it was set in place 20, 30 years ago. And as a result, you see numerous world championships, European championships, and to mention some of the great players that you've produced. This, for me, and hopefully for all of us Rush coaches, we're excited for you to learn what we have in place now and how we can graft the French Football Federation's methods with ours. Because we can't adopt the French Football Federation, it's impossible,
Yeah.
nor can you take our methods and put them in there. They have to be grafted and tweaked and turned so that it makes sense to our community. You remember us discussing that long-term planning? I'm hoping that's what we can do outside the short-term visits.
Eric, you want to
Would you like to make any comment on that?
Well, no, I think it's important that we branch out and reach outside. We were just talking about it today at lunch when it comes to reaching out for players. and how bringing players from the outside, whether it be outside the state or outside our country, helps develop the players that we have right here in our own backyard. I think it's the same thing with the coaches in our coaching environment. I think that it's easy to get locked into what's happening today and this season, and it's important for us that we are continually keeping, you know, one eye on the future. And I think a relationship that extends beyond our local boundaries here helps us do that. So again, you know, is the visit and the experience going to help us win the game this weekend? Well, I don't know. I doubt it. But does it help win more games, develop more players, and create a better environment next year and years to come? Because undoubtedly, the relationship, if it's made up of good people, will grow and mature. So the potential is great. So that is really what's exciting. I mean, we Colorado Rush gains today, and in the near term, hopefully for all of our soccer, you know, we're opening up new doors, and that our organization can go in different directions and achieve greater goals as the years come. So not to overstate it, because it's in its infancy, but the potential is great, which is what makes it exciting.
Very good. Here's what my plan is. We're at the beginning of this first visit from our French partners. The visit is for 18 days, 19 days?
19 days here.
In 19 days, we'll do another interview with our two gentlemen, and we'll do a follow-up and see where things go. In the meantime, I will post things on the web in a written format, so you can see the development, the sign-up sheet for Clairefontaine visit, and our details that we don't know yet. We're sorting that out as we speak.
You have to build. We have to build.
We have to build it, and I'm thinking at the end of this year, November, December. That's when we're looking for our visit to Clairefontaine in Paris. In the meantime, on the home front, let's see what the two gentlemen bring to the Rush and what we can transfer to them, so that we can come up with a plan. So we'll talk again in 18 days. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.